The freshly crowned champions of Korea, Republic and China, Ulsan HD and Shanghai Port meet tonight at the Ulsan Munsu Stadium on matchday 5 of AFC Champions League Elite. National champions they may be, and in Ulsan's case, two-time winners of this competition. But both are outside the qualifying place in the 12-team East Region group at the halfway stage of the preliminary phase of this year's tournament. 10th versus 12th, with the top 8 going through to next year's round of 16. Ulsan HD rock bottom, so anything other than victory tonight and progression begins to look very unlikely indeed. They've lost all 4 matches so far, haven't scored a goal, lost 2 of those matches at home, falling to Japanese opposition both times in Kawasaki Frontale and Vissel Kobe. Shanghai have been defeated in both of their away fixtures in this group thus far, at Frontale and Pohang Steelers. Ulsan's K-League rivals. Defeat is simply not an option for either of these teams here, which is why we could be in for a cracker. It's a cold, cold night. We hope for some red-hot action as jeopardy begins to kick in. Certainly this will be another interesting examination of Ulsan's continental credentials. Dominance at home, but currently counting for absolutely nothing in this rebooted AFC Champions League format. It's 3 straight titles at home for Ulsan, and they've got a chance of a double as well with a cup final at the weekend. But they're easily the worst performing of Korea's 3 representatives in this AFC Champions League Elite East Zone, but with Gwangju just a point off the top, and Pohang Steelers in 7th place, but crucially above the cut line. Likewise, of China's 3 elite teams, Shanghai Port are lagging behind the city rivals Shanghai Xinhua and Shandong Taishan. Something has to give in the southeast Korea tonight. It's the industrial heartland of the country. Both teams need to do some heavy lifting. By the way, with Ulsan HD's cup final upcoming at the weekend, Shanghai Port have just won their cup final, their first ever Chinese FA Cup final, secured on Saturday against Shandong Taishan. So it's fair to say Kevin Muscat has had a riotously successful first year in charge of Shanghai Port, but of course it is that extra level that they want to hit, and that equates to going deep in the continental competition. Going to be going some to fail to qualify. 12 teams in the group, all but 4 of them will make the knockout stages. Shanghai Port captained by former Chelsea player Oscar. He had success in UEFA continental competitions, 2-time Premier League winner there. Become embedded in the Shanghai Port success story. Skippers them in his 8th year in China. One of them came wrapped up at least. Here come our teams. Ulsan HD and Shanghai Port preparing to meet for the 5th time in the top-tier Asian club competition. They were drawn in the group stage under the old format, and when both teams were playing under their old names. Played each other in the group stages 2 years running, in 2018 and 2019, with both claiming a 1-0 win in this fixture. An Elkerson goal won the 2018 match for Shanghai SIPG, as they were known then. A year later it was Junior on target for Ulsan Hyundai. Brazilians with the winning goals on those occasions, and Shanghai Port have 2 Brazilian starters tonight in Oscar and William Pop. Both coaches have made significant changes to their starting lineups from the weekend teams as they look to hit the right formula in this continental event. Shanghai Port started with a draw at home against Johor Darul Tazim 2-2. Beat Pohang Steelers in matchday 2. Then beat Central Coast Mariners, and then were completely undone by Kawasaki Frontale at the Todoroki on the last match day 3 weeks ago. Dreadful first half performance from Kevin Muscat's team undid them in that match. Perhaps something of a hangover from winning the league, or the title clinching match in the league that they'd played just 3 days prior to that fixture in Japan. Ulsan HD actually secured a K-League title on that same weekend, but have had a couple more matches to play to actually finish their domestic campaign at the weekend with a 4-2 win, best ever campaign that's just been completed by Ulsan HD, and their 3rd straight title. It could be a double. They beat Suwon. Will go into the Korean FA Cup final at the weekend against Pohang Steelers, fellow continental rivals. Midfielders Lee Gyo-sung and Kim Min-jun are the only starting 11 survivors from that weekend win, 4-2 over Suwon. The 9 changes included a first start in over a year for veteran goalkeeper Ja So-hook, one of 8 players over 30 in Ulsan HD starting team tonight, as coach Kim Pan-gon banks on the weight of experience getting his team back into Champions League contention. International striker Ju Min-kyu leads the line. If things don't go to plan, they have Yago and Ataru Esaka, Brazilian and Japanese respectively, options off the bench, and both scorers in that weekend win over Suwon. Ulsan HD, present and future by the looks of things, represented in the team photo. The officials are from Malaysia, led by Nazmi Nazaruddin, Asian Cup referee. 21 AFC or World Cup qualifiers across 2024 for him. 13 red cards shown. Our teams will have to be on their best behaviour tonight. 2 skippers, Ju Min-kyu, the international striker, and Oscar, Brazilian midfielder for Shanghai Port. Kevin Muscat makes 5 changes to his team that secured the club's first ever FA Cup at the weekend. Centre half, Wei Zhen, Yang and Shu in midfield, and Pop and Liu Wenjun. The new striking combination are those changes. Wang Zhenao came off the bench to score in the victory over Shandong Taishan to wrap up the cup win. He's an option. Things are going against Shanghai Port here. Another option off the bench, that's Gustavo. He was in the starting team against Kawasaki Frontale when they were really heavy-legged in that first half. A lot better in the second. By then the damage was done. Getting a first goal is a step in the right direction for Ulsan HD tonight, let alone a first win. Victory absolutely necessary for Ulsan HD and Shanghai Port in AFC Champions League Elite action tonight. Ulsan HD trying to threaten straight away with early pressure. Just over 3 weeks on from both of these teams securing their domestic championships on the same weekend. There are no distractions now as they pursue the same aim of climbing above the cup line of 8th place and making it through to the round of 16 next year. For Ulsan HD, that can only start with the first win in the group after 4 straight defeats, and they're making a really strong start here. There's an option across in the centre. Ju Min-kyu, he couldn't arrange his feet in time, and within the first minute he's placed a really presentable chance over the bar there. Getting locked down the left. Well, surely that would have been pulled up, wouldn't it? Ju didn't know that at the time, the captain for Ulsan HD, the striker who's lost his place in the Korea starting 11 since the start of the FIFA World Cup qualifiers. So Se-hun is the preferred option now, the matchday Zelvia striker. But again, there's pressure, and it takes Yang Shi-yuan to shuffle that ball away. He's one of the 30-somethings at 34. Is Ju Min-kyu. Came on against Palestine. Kim Panggon, the part of the Malaysia national team coach job in July to replace Hong Myung-bo, who himself had been lured into the Korea job. A tricky start, lost 3 of his first 4 matches before steadying the team for a late season run. They ended up securing the title, their 3rd in a row, with 2 matches to spare in this 2024 K1 League campaign. Kim Min-jun was a scorer at the weekend. 4-2 win over Suwon. So Ulsan HD at the start here. It's Ju Min-kyu again, and make a nuisance of himself. In the league, in the final shake-up by 8 points, Ulsan HD ahead of Gangwon. Closer in China, but still did it. A point, Shanghai Port from city rivals Shanghai Shenhua. They're also involved in this AFC Champions League Elite stage. Ulsan HD have worked the quarters short. Dayan Bojanic there, the Swede. It is Lee Kyo-sung. Set up camp, set up the stall out early here, Ulsan HD. That's Yang Shi-yuan there with intervention. That's where they lost it last time out. Shanghai Port. The Tokyo outskirts against Kawasaki Frontale. In fairness, Frontale after their early poor form in this competition were really on it 3 weeks ago at the Todoroki. Shanghai Port came out all guns blazing after the break. Couldn't get the breakthrough goal, get them back into it early enough to properly panic Frontale. When it came, it was a fine goal from Matias Vargas, the Argentine, who starts tonight. Will be a creative presence for them. There he is, Vargas, just shipping the ball on to Oscar, who has room. Shushin back for Oscar. The cross is way too heavy there for Bob. There is the far post target. I think he'll be a little bit disappointed there in the end product there, Oscar. The title winner in England, Kevin Muscat, was a title winner just north of the border in his playing days with Rangers. And has added to his Chinese title win on the touchline to Yokohama F Mariners J1 title win, and Mariners as well in his homeland. Proven track record. Kevin Muscat, managerially, just wonder if he's going to see this campaign out with Shanghai Port. Rumblings that he may move to a big European job, maybe even his old club Rangers, Glasgow. We shall see. That's Kim Min-jun. Ko Seung-boon. Well, keep an eye out for those cards coming out of the referee Nazmi Nazaruddin's pocket. This guy is not shy. The man in the middle tonight. Kim Jong-un is back to Jo So-hook. Fascinating, really, that Jo So-hook has been brought in ahead of essentially the main keeper, the number one for Ulsan HD, Jo Hyun-woo. The international goalkeeper, but given a rest tonight. It's gone really bold with starting 11. Joe at 37. The back four at 30-somethings. Yun at 31. Kim and Lim at 34 and 34. Lee. Myung Jae, the left back at 31. Lee Kyu-sung 30. Ko Seung-boon 30 in midfield. Ju Min-kyu, the striker, 34. With that throw, the overlap of Ju Min-kyu. Kim Min-jun lost his footing inside the penalty area. Wang Shixiao there. Yeah. Left that challenging leg a little bit high there, Wang. It's deliberate, isn't it? Misses that first contact. Shanghai right back. Wang Shixiao. Not to be confused with Wang Shen-ao. He's on the bench. There's the delivery. Good for this one, just a shade too high for Lim Jong-un. Then a rather snatched attempt as the ball broke seemingly kindly there for Lee Kyo-sung. Couldn't make the connection in the set piece. And Kyo-sung just a little off balance. Nowhere near, I'm afraid. Lee Kyu-sung. Now then, Shanghai Port with a chance. There's Vargas, takes a deflection. Just enough of a deflection to steer the ball wide. Room for the first time in the match for Liu Wenjun to combine with Matthias Vargas. The player is really sharp second half strike. Got them back into it, but Kawasaki Frontale, the Argentine Vargas, she scored 3 in his last 4 matches. a good strong defensive challenge there to deny him two. Maybe another goal. Swing at it from Shushin. Chance on the break for Ulsan now. Pass not quite good enough. Out to Kim Min-jun. Oscar. Vargas wanting the extra touch. Well, he took the extra touch. Still managed to poke that ball beneath Jo So-hook. And Shanghai Port take the lead here. There was a warning bell ringing just a few moments before the concession of that goal for Ulsan HD. The 2-on-1 breakaway. Only a good sliding challenge from Lim. It denied Vargas first time round, but the quick break here, and look how much they were exposed, Ulsan HD. Oscar there to Vargas to just wriggle that ball through and under Jo So-hook. He has his fourth goal in his last 5 matches, the Argentine Vargas. And after strikes against Central Coast Mariners and Kawasaki Frontale, he has his third in AFC Champions League Elite. And there's big pressure there on Jo So-hook again. Shanghai Port look to strike whilst the iron is hot. Well, we know about his qualities. And devastating hit at the Todoroki told us even more about the way he can finish at the highest level. It's another clever little finish, improvised finish, the Kevin Muscat's team. He's actually won an Argentine cap, Matias Vargas. 6 years ago now, Argentina win against Guatemala. Just as they were trying to build a new team after the Russia World Cup. The limit of his international experience, unfortunately for him, but a more than useful player for Shanghai Port. It could be a key goal in their attempts to scale the table tonight. It's the 11th goal Ulsan HD have conceded in this group. Still, they haven't scored. Kim Young-gwon swings that ball forward. Has been based in Hong Kong for a while now. Kim Pang-gon, he's coached the Hong Kong national team on a couple of occasions. Domestic dominance is all well and good, isn't it? But what all the super clubs in whatever the continental zone they're operating, they want the elite success. And that means winning the main competition. Bojanic. Well, they forged the chance, and the Swede Darjan Bojanic ends up just passing that really to Yang Yuling in the end. Shuai there with the header, that's misplaced. For Wei Shen, who's at the back with Li Ang. For Shanghai Port tonight. International play away. Kim Young-gwon. He's the 111 cap defender, Kim Young-gon. Bit too heavy for Lee Chung-yong there. Keep it in. Just to drift out towards this right-hand touchline. Lee Chung-yong with the Ju Min-kyu trying to take the strain more centrally. Early optimism has deflated somewhat for Ulsan HD. So, Oscar, perhaps more familiar than two of the other Shanghai Port squad members, to those that follow football around the globe. Oscar, got a League Cup, 2 Premier League titles, 2015 and 2017, even the UEFA Europa League back in 2013. Chelsea beat Benfica. That's a super ball across the front. There's Ju Min-kyu. Lee Chung-yong is his option. Unilok. Right back a stayed forward here, York. Gets a bit bogged down. Foul from Lee Chung-yong. It wasn't a foul, according to the referee on Yang Ji-yuan there. But here's a little bit of room for Oscar. Just about gets that pass into Vargas. Work it through Wei Jin there for Wang Xinxiao. There's Vargas. Tried the little check there. Over for Shushin. Very calm, controlled and composed build-up up until that last ball. Bojanic. Lee Chung-yong falls backwards. Very loose that from Yan. Kim Min-jun takes over, and the pass towards Ju Min-kyu, cut out by Yang Ji-yuan. Well, the most relieved man of all there is Yan Junling, the goalkeeper. Hesitation and a little bit of nerviness as he tried to clear Shanghai's lines there. They do survive. Good pass out there by Liang. Ran past Lee Kyu-sung. There's Lee Chung-yong. Involves Yun Il-lok. Heavy touch there from the fullback. And pop. Very frantic, isn't it? You just have a sort of cup tie feel about it. It is a cup tie. Must-win nature of it for both teams. Just gives it that extra edge. Shanghai Port, who do have the edge here. Previous visit to Korea, Pohang, resulted in the 3-0 defeat, matchday 2. They're looking for goal number 2 here, though. At the home of Ulsan. Jo So-hook forced into the save. It was Yang Shiwan making the dart. Play continues. Dayan Bojanic. Pass not good there towards Lee Gyu-sung. She may be for Wei Jin here. Pretty innocuous, but this the goal. I beg your pardon, this the attempt at the second goal there. Yeah, with Oscar in the thick of things, running the show for Shanghai Port. Runner that time was Yang Shiwan. Poked it to Jo. It's actually his first match, Jo So-hook, since the 23rd of November 2023. Veteran keeper for them, 8th year with the club. Well, Yarn, in his 15th year as a professional with Shanghai Port. He made 365 league appearances, but he's all over the shop there, wasn't he? Not that Ulsan HD quite had the guile to punish him. Backup keeper for China right now, Yan Chunling. On the bench for Bahrain win and the home defeat to Japan in the international break that's just come and gone. Which leaves China at the bottom of the group. So they won't be going through from the third round of AFC qualifiers. Finish in places 3 or 4 in the group. They'll be going through to another group stage. Maybe that will work out for them. Right now it's not looking good for a second World Cup qualification for China. Korea, well, they're well on course for 2026. Oh, all over the place. Oscar's going to ship it across for Vargas. What on earth were Ulsan HD doing at the back? It's 2-0. It's an utter calamity for the Korean champions. They only have themselves to blame with truly suicidal defending. He can't believe it. Midway through the first half here, and Shanghai Port presented with a goal, gift wrapped, nice little bow on top. Dear oh dear. I mean, Oscar's pretty unselfish there, isn't he? He could have taken that on. Slips it wide to the in-form Vargas to score again in AFC Champions League Elite. Five in 5 now for Matías Vargas in this competition. And once you're feeling the pressure, strange things happen. Big task on now for Ulsan HD. Just a goal behind Jasir Asani now with Gwangju in terms of the overall top scorer in this competition. 4th goal, he moved alongside 6 players on 4 goals. First 4 matches. famous players being Cristiano Ronaldo, Alexander Mitrovic in there as well, Taisei Miyashiro, Vissel Kobe, playing Central Coast Mariners here, and Miyashiro is the scorer of Vissel Kobe's Cup final winner at the weekend, the Emperor's Cup in Japan, as they go for a double. Shanghai Port well on the way here to scaling the table in the eastern zone of AFC Champions League Elite. Bojanic, not sharp enough in the middle. That return is given away by Yang Xuan. Lee Gyu-sung. Kim Min-jun comes short. Just tries to pass it through there to Lee Chung-yong. Lim Jong-un. Lee Gyu-sung again. This is Ju Min-kyu. There's the layoff. Nice movement. The angle just a little bit too prohibitive there for the runner from deep, Ko Seung-bom, but decent move and well held up by Ju Min-kyu. Little layoff, there's the runner. Ko can't get around the finish. Better though from Ulsan HD. Sharpest attack thus far from the home side. Vargas in really strongly. The recovery play was decent enough from Lim. I just thought he was away there. Bojanic, plenty of room through the middle for Ju Min-kyu. Couldn't bring the ball under his spell. And then Wei gets away with one there. Now, the problem with having arguably there's so many 30-somethings in the team, they can look a little bit leggy. Ulsan HD. Is he given a penalty here? There's going to be a yellow card for Lee Aang. Well, for once there was pressure at the other end, and Shanghai Port had panicked into the error. Well, he starts grabbing him outside the area. It's undoubtedly a tumble inside the box there from Lee Chung-yong. Misses his kick, doesn't he, Lee Aang? That's the first point of contact, and then Lee, as the offensive player, is always liable to do in that situation, just tries to steal the extra couple of yards. But there is a booking for Lee Aang. Just that split-second dip in concentration there from the Shanghai Port centre half. It almost let Lee Chung-yong in. A yard or so, that would have been a penalty. The Malaysian referee has been summoned over. So the contact does start outside the area. On that, I think we can all agree. Look at the positioning there of the other two Shanghai defenders. Was he last man? That's a tight call for the referee. Does that warrant a straight red for a professional foul and preventing a clear goal-scoring opportunity? He's not exactly obviously and clearly clean through on goal there, is he? Or is he? Well, take your pick. So, after the VAR check, come on over, says the referee to Lee. Forget the yellow, let's turn it into a red. And Shanghai Port, maybe 2 goals up, but they're now a man down. And we'll have to play 2/3 of this match with just 10 men. And now Shanghai Port are going to argue the toss right to the finish here, that he was not the last man. But a disastrous lack of concentration there from Lee. Missed his kick. There he is. He allows Lee to pick his pocket. And just on the finest margins, the match's turn. This could be the boost that Ulsan HD have been looking for all AFC Champions League Elite phase. They will play 2/3 of this match with an extra man. And immediately to make it pay with this free kick. There's the ball over the top. It was disappointing in the end and pretty anticlimactic really from Bojanic. Passes it almost straight there to Yan Junling. Not the best delivery at all from the Swede, but there may well be many more like that. Attempts to pressure Yan Junling there. Two-goal, Matthias Vargas picks it up. Still going. Oh, he's done really well there, Vargas. Gets a little flick around the corner there from Oscar. His pop. Just asked a little bit too much of Vargas that time. Li Shuai. Oscar. Clever. It's invited contact there from Lee Gyeosun, his opposite number. Shanghai Port free kick. About a tweaking already here, Kevin Muscat. No wonder that's what's been demanded here of this. There's Oscar, stubs it through. Pop. Close to winning the corner. The Brazilian there only plays AFC Champions League, hasn't featured yet in the CSL. Pop. Here's the change. Now then, the player to be sacrificed is Liu Wenjun. So they're going to play with just one up top now as Wang Zhenao comes on Yeah, he's taking one for the team here, is Liu Wenjun. Unlucky. But here we go. Wang. So they've got Wang Shenchao and Wang Zhenao now. Playing to reinforce the back line. Shanghai for a player who came on to clinch the cup final win. Pushing bomb. On the corner. Again, he kind of loses the footing, trying to overrun it, get above and beyond the ball to cut it back to a colleague. Comes short. It's just a little bit plodding again, though, isn't it, from Ulsan HD? At 29, Darjan Bojanic is one of the babies of this Ulsan HD team. A nice little ball into the middle, and then coaching bomb. Too much traffic. They defended well there, the Shanghai Port. Give it to Vargas, the little trickster, to try and give them a little bit of wriggle room. Oh, he did well. He did really well there. And he's entitled to ask, I think, for a bit of protection. Vargas, super close control. Manages to take a bit of the creative burden off Oscar. Does Vargas. 3 years in Spain with Espanyol. Won the Segunda there. That's a 3-year stint playing in Barcelona. And come out of Vélez Sarsfield in Buenos Aires. Handball. Well, they've had a fair share of success to enjoy and celebrate down the years. These Ulsan HD supporters, one or two of the younger ones there, might not quite have such shiny memories of the two AFC Champions League victories in 2012 and 2020. Ulsan HD were Continental Kings as recently as 4 years ago. Fortunate enough to win their two AFC Champions League titles in those rare years when it was just a single match final. They beat Al Ahly 3-0 in 2012. Persepolis, the Iranian Giants, 2-1 in Qatar 4 years ago. Final ball is just off. It's been the story of the half thus far for Ulsan HD. Standing up the cross to the far side, and it was a decent cross actually from Yunil Lark. They had Lee Gu-sung racing onto it, or at least trying to race onto it. Nodded it over. Pop, who's landed awkwardly. They have two players who were in that team that beat Persepolis 4 years ago. AFC Champions League final, Ulsan Day, the veteran Joe in goal, and Lee Chung-yong was in that team as well. Two goals in the final scored by Junior, the Brazilian who currently plays in China. Got the winning goal when these two teams met in 2019 in the group stage. Yellow card for Oscar. Instrumental though in Shanghai building up this first half lead. It's booked actually in the defeat at Kawasaki Frontale as well, so it puts him within another yellow card of a suspension. So HD desperate to get on the board. Be approaching 7 hours in this competition without a goal. For Kim Pang-gon's Ulsan HD. Started well, didn't they? A lot of early possession, chances created. Nothing doing again. Lee Chung-yong losing his footing. There goes Kim Jong-un. So he won the free kick again. Well, unsurprisingly, since that red card for Liang, it's been all Ulsan with the possession. Lee Chung-yong again. Good ball across. Flapped out by the goalkeeper. No one on hand to tap it over the line. That was better though, Lee Chung-yong with the cross. Yan kind of did enough in the end there, not that it was particularly convincing. Wang Shenao, who does well actually to tidy up here, the substitute. It's an HD corner. Oh, flicked it goalwards, the best moment so far from Kim Min-jun. Yan reacted. So a nice little step, a yard or two to the left there from Kim Min-jun, just to meet that, using the dead weight of the corner to steer that ball goalwards. At least finishing the half on a high, Ulsan HD. Challenge on Yun Il-lok there. He's pushing further and further forward, the right back. Lee Myung-jae back for Bojanic. There's the attempt at the shot from Ko Sung-bom. Again, nothing wrong with the way they carved out the chance, the way they worked it, But the finish has to be better, doesn't it? No pressure on him there, Ko. The circumstances wedge in. Takes marks there. Coming out to block. There was just a nick. Five minutes of added time at the end of the first half. Jay to take it again. This one's dealt with better by Shanghai. Bojanic snaps in. Back for Lee Gyu-sung and Lee Myung-jae. Good ball in. Well defended again. The 2-on-1 situation. There's nothing breaking at all for Ulsan HD in front of goal here. The referee had spotted a contribution of which he was not too keen. In the preparation for that latest corner. Yeah, we're going to have extra minutes on the 5, aren't we, to recompense here for the treatment that will need to be dished out here for Yang Shuan. That is a rarity. That is a rarity. A yellow card for a member of the medical team. The Shanghai Port. So, stubbed cross. Crucial header away there, preventing Lim Chong-yoon. Getting an effort into Taesian Junling there. Passed him up. Had to be. So I think we can call that extra 5 minutes 7 or 8 here. Ulsan HD piling on the pressure. First half stoppage time. Second phase attack as well with the Lee Gyu-sung. Try and get going quickly with the throw. Lee again. Ilok goes on the overlap, but he's got plenty to do here. Won't make anything out of this. Did well. Did really well there, Yun. Put out by Lee Shuai. Stoic enough defending here from Shanghai Port. Oscar brings it out. Again, Vargas. Lee Ching-yong. And again Lee. It's well forward here. Cheng-yong back for Yun Il-lok. Cross was decent, but holding their own again defensively, Shanghai Port. They're going to have to defend an attack from the left side now. Kim Min-jun was there, swept it across. It's Wei Zhen, they got it away. Lee Gyu-soo. Oscar showing his physicality. He's done well there, Brazilian. Leverages that challenge. Well, the first one went for him, the second went against him. The ball forward should be the goalkeepers, all very frantic again. Loose ball picked up by Ulsan HD. Yun Il-lok, it's away from Bojanic. And then Vargas. Yeah, Pop's never going to latch onto that. Just playing for time there. You could do here, hearing the half-time whistle, Shanghai Port. 2 goals up, but backs to the wall surfers. Bojanic weaves his way through. Must be! Still no! It looked like Ju Min-kyu was poised to just tap the ball over the line there, but again, fantastic defending from Shanghai Port. I think it was Wei again who got the ball away. It's a lovely drop of the shoulder. He missed a beat here. Darshan Bojanic, as he just nudged the ball through. I mean, Lee Myung-jae might well have been pulled up for offside there, had the ball indeed crossed the goal line. It didn't. Oscar has run the show attack-wise for Shanghai Port. Vargas has been on the end twice of Oscar's forays. Shanghai Port 2 up, but a man down because Lee Ang has been sent off. But Ulsan HD heading for yet another defeat and certain elimination at this rate, and they still haven't scored a goal in AFC Champions League Elite this season. Half-time, Ulsan HD 0, Shanghai Port 2. You rejoin us then at the Ulsan Munsu Stadium. Ulsan HD 0, Shanghai Port 2. The misery deepens for the Korean champions. They have made a change. Kim Pan-gon has gone with his Brazilian backup striker in this competition, at least, Iago Cariello, who scored in the weekend win. There he is. Had to shake it up, the coach, the way they played in the first half. Switch around your back four, but Ju Min-kyu at 34 looking a little bit leggy. Iago has 25. Is 25, has 9 years on him, the Brazilian striker. That's the man whose double separates the teams at the break. Second half underway. Ulsan HD slipping out of the AFC Champions League Elite competition. The top 8 of 12 go through. No wins, no goals coming into tonight, and 2-0 down at home now. The 3-time defending K-League champions here in Korea. But memories of their last continental triumph in 2020, a month shy of 4 years ago, just distant memory now. Not even competitive, unfortunately, for them on the continental stage this season. Representing the most successful nation in Korea in the history of the elite competition for Asia's top clubs. An early chance. Ko Sing-bum drifted through wonderfully there to find a little bit of space, as they have to come out fighting. There's no other option here. There's the runner from deep. They're undermanned momentarily at the back. It's Wang Shinshao who stooped to nod that ball behind for a corner. And perhaps a first chance for Iago Cariello here to maybe announce his presence. Good defensive header, that time getting the ball away from Kun Young-kwon. So, set pieces here to try and build some pressure and momentum. I mean, they did start well in the first half, didn't they, Ulsan? It resulted in much. Header back across, no one committing. Oscar gets there, does his defensive job. Darjan Bojanic. That's Lee Myung-jae with the cross, and the volley under no pressure whatsoever is wide from Lee. Ball in was better. Dropped over the last defender, but he side-footed that wide there, Lee. Dropped to the wrong man in a sense, Lim Jong-un. Centre half, the 34-year-old centre half. Get the ball up and use the physicality of Iago Cariello. Has to be an instruction here. Lee Shuai prodded the ball forward. Again, the expectation is that we're probably not going to see too much of Shanghai Port attack-wise in this second half. Now they're playing with 10 men. Lee Myung-jae. Kim Young-kwon. Bojanic. Oh, way too pedestrian. Plodding in midfield. Oscar picked his pocket, and here they come. There's Pop, got a runner through the middle in Shushin as well. Pop still going. Bojanic made the recovery, rather needed to as well, because it was his error. Very slow in the middle of the park, Darian Bojanic there, but he got back in fairness and made up good ground there. The Swede. Kim Min-jun. Bojanic again. Kim. Way by Wei Zheng. Kim Young-won. Wants it. Kim Min-jun, control let him down, just basic errors. Dragging Ulsan HD back tonight. And you have to look at the evidence of that second goal to be made aware of how they've been their own worst enemy at times. The Ulsan Munsu Stadium, which staged 3 matches in the 2002 World Cup. Which winners Brazil. A group match here against Turkey was the stage as well for the quarter-final, which saw Germany and the USA's magic run. 1 or 2 magic runs in the World Cup, weren't there? No magic run in AFC Champions League Elite for Ulsan HD. The goal would change the feeling and the complexion of this match, but still not forthcoming for the home side. There's the cross, nodded back towards Yago. Towing it away by Wei Zheng. So almost first touch for Hugo Carriello. Carioca, striker born in Rio. Played for a number of local clubs before going to Portugal in the early 2020s with Condeixa. Portimonense, 22-23 before being bought by Ulsan, but immediately being put on loan to Gangwon. There he is, Hugo Carriello. There's the set-up play. Bojanic uses the right back again. Yonil Lok. And again, Shanghai Port hold their lines. This one of 2 matches kicking off at the same time. This first match day of 2 this week in the East Zone. Vissel Kobe are 2-1 up on Central Coast Mariners. A little bit later, Buriram United play Kawasaki Frontale in Thailand. Shandong Taishan against Yoho Darul Tajim. Tomorrow at Gwangju at Shanghai Xinhua. Korea-China clash, and Korean team in action in Japan as well tomorrow with Pohang Steelers at Yokohama F. Marinos. And Kevin Muscat, current Shanghai boss's former clubs, and with whom he won the title. And succeeded Ange Postecoglou there. The 3 points here put Shanghai in a far more enjoyable position in this table. 4 points coming into this match, it would lift them up to 7. Same as the Marinos, Yoho, Shanghai Xinhua and Buriram. Pop bustled off the ball. And whatever happens elsewhere, should they see this out, Shanghai Port will be in a nice tidy spot in the group. Another match day next week. The group stage finishes in February. We'll have played 6 at the end of next week. Shanghai Port are at home to Gwangju. Ulsan HD have to go to Shanghai, but to face Port's rivals Xinhua. Shin skips away from Ko Singbum. Pop helps out. Shu again. Bojanic manages to feed that pass into Kim Min-jun. Moving the ball at pace. It's a step in the right direction for Ulsan HD. There's the big ball across. Ju Min-kyu. Super challenge there on Ju. Hell of a heft on that crossfield pass there into Ju Min-kyu, the Ulsan HD skipper. Just inch perfect over the top there of Wei Shen. Made the recovery challenge spectacularly well there, Wei Shen. Just been a rather laboured performance from Ju Min-kyu. The last half hour against Palestine. International break. Kim Pang-gon is set to make another change here. Another attack-minded change. It's going to be Esika, the 32-year-old Japanese. Doesn't bring down the average age. The booking for Pop. For that. So here we go, it's Ataru Asika. He's a sub in the league, off the bench 20 times in the league, only 9 starts. 5 goals though for the Sanda-born Japanese striker. Fresh attacking legs, 2 pairs of them on now for Ulsan HD. Yago, his other sub, Asika, scored in the 2-1 win that rounded out the league campaign. So playing through the lines well enough here. It's Asika who swings the ball across, eluded Ju Min-kyu, and Yan Zhenling just about saves on the byline there, prevents the corner. Asika causing problems straight away. More invention, a little bit more sharpness, some spark needed. Maybe provided here with Asika's introduction. Lee Myung-jae, another useful ball in. Xu Xin gets away with that. Just a touch there, I think. Yeah. Made his own luck here, so gets the clearance all wrong. But then Lee Gi-sung in behind him. Can't rearrange. We've had an hour here in this East Zone group match, AFC Champions League Elite. Ulsan HD 0, Shanghai Port 2. Matthias Vargas at the double, the Argentine. Liang sent off in the first half. Ulsan HD struggling to make that numerical advantage count. Ju up and over the top, and the control's a little awkward. Bojanic had the chance himself there, but he's just shifted the ball left. Esaka. Bojanic surely had the best chance in that first phase. They might still get a shot away, but his instincts are not to take the job on attack-wise, are they? Darian Bojanic for Ulsan HD. Overlapper here on the left. Lee Myung-jae able to reset it. Esaka. Just the little attempted check up and over. Ko. Lim, Kim, Bojanic, Bojanic breaks through the line again. Gives it wide there to Ko Sing-bom, and again with the retrieval. Just a little bit too high for Esaka. Cariello, no. And Shiwan available there to just thump the ball clear. And push comes to shove. More changes. Another Swede is going to be introduced. Gustav Ludvigsson. He's been busy, but without much reward. Ko Sing-bom. So Ludvigsson, attacking midfielder or striker, 7 league goals. God, they love one here in AFC Champions League Elite. It's over 7 hours now without a goal in this competition. Yet to break their duck, Ulsan HD. That is Ludvigsson. Good ball, superbly defended. It was popped back there. Danger isn't over. Chu Min-kyu trying to get in there. But once again, Shanghai Port stay at their defensive stations. Get the ball away. Esaka. Lee Myung-jae. Lee Myung-jae again. Ataru Esaka. Kim Young-kwon Playing a very high line now, aren't they? Lim Jong-un. Back it comes to Kim Young-kwon again. Lee Chung-yong. A bit of an awkward attempt at an assist there from Ju Min-kyu. Pop now. Oh, wriggles away from Oscar. It's Vargas. Pop has stayed grounded. He spent a lot of this second half on his backside as William Pop. That's Ludwigsen to play on the left-hand side of this new look front three for Ulsan HD. Pop still there. Pop, well, he was always looking to leverage some kind of contact there from the backtracking Lee Myung-jae, and he's got what he wanted there. I beg your pardon, it was Vargas, wasn't it? Very adept at holding the ball up, Matthias Vargas. His 2 goals tonight, set to rocket Shanghai Port up the table. There's Oscar. Oh, super little routine there. Xu Xin hit it. Teed up delightfully hit by the Brazilian. Xu Xin was on its way. It was going straight down the throat, wasn't it, of Jo So-hook. And now Gustavo is being readied. The player who started the Frontale defeat. Xu Xin wants another crack at it. Xu Xin, he's bent it just wide. I like him. He's reasonably steady. They're going to replace now Xu Xin with Gustavo. It's his last activity. Scored 20 goals in CSL this year, still 14 short of Wu Lei from Shanghai Port, also who finished top scorer in the Chinese Championship, Gustavo. But a useful striker. He's 30, returns to Korea, having played the previous 4 years for Jeonbuk Motors, before joining Shanghai at the end of 2023. It's all Ulsan HD. But we've had half of the second half now, and still they're firing blanks here. In AFC Champions League Elite. Wang Shenao brought down. Over the top of the pot. Stays on his feet there. There's Gustavo. And comes back to Oscar. That's the 3 Brazilians combining. Vargas continues the South American connection. Essica to be the runner here. Min-kyu, they're sticking with him up there. The veteran striker. Okay, he's won the corner. There is the corner. Flicked over, I think, there by Ludvigsson. They had a couple of blue shirts just poised there near post. It was a nice delivery, this, so Ludvigsson peels away, peels backwards from his starting position on that near post. Nicely worked, but the finishing has let them down in this second half. And defending let them down in the first. I'm afraid that dreadful piece of pressure defending, the goalkeeper passing the ball straight out to the Shanghai Port attackers, just gifting Vargas that second goal. It'll probably be replayed for all the wrong reasons for years to come. But Ulsan HD know that if they can nick a goal, things will all change here in the final 20 minutes. Ataru Saka. Came in low. It's well defended by Wei Shen. And where's it going to drop? Vargas. Is it just far away enough? Useful cross. Again, the defensive header is there when they needed it for Shanghai Port. Wang Shinshao that time. It's been all Ulsan HD in this second half. It's the out-swinging corner. Bojanic. And he's able to set up the second phase cross. Again, it's out for a corner. It's the urgency being ramped up here. It's one of those, isn't it? Shanghai Port are 2 up, but Ulsan HD nick a goal. And that's going to spur them on, you suspect, to even greater things. A precarious 2-0 lead right now. And it's in! It's nothing more than Ulsan HD deserve for all their second half pressure. And at last the 11 men have pushed through the door against the 10 men of Shanghai Port and have set up, surely, a grandstand race to the line. Who did this come off last? It's kind of been shuffled over, hasn't it, from Min-kyu, using his physicality to get there in front of Wei Shen, and he just caresses that down and up past the Junlin Lang. Ulsan HD 1, Shanghai Port 2, and the resistance of Kevin Muscat's visitors is broken. Now there's going to be all the momentum and this surge of the wind in the sails of the home side. Ludvigsson sends it across, and just ahead there of Cariello. Well, that would have been something. But you just know they're going to push everything forward here in the search of this equaliser. Ludvigsson does well. That is a super ball across. I mean, Cariello is there, isn't he? He's there, but he just can't connect. Trying to strike while the iron is hot here. A first goal in AFC Champions League Elite this season for Ulsan HD, and not before time. Ludwigsen takes it on. Cariello was the target. Second ball won again. Showing such hunger here. Ulsan HD. Lee Myung-jae. Corner. They had Ludwigsen as the over-attacker, but going direct, and no wonder. Another corner is forced. The route which provided the goal from the other side, albeit. What can they do from the left-hand side? Ludwigsen sends it across. 3-on-1 defending that far post. Esika's going to pick it up. And again, Esika, quite enough elevation on that cross. Out comes the goalkeeper to smother it, Jan. And a little bit of respite, a little bit of a breather. Corner from that side that produced the goal. Pressure builds again. Look at that, 14 corners for Ulsan HD to Shanghai Port's 2. Here it comes again, a little bit deeper this time. Jan plucks the ball out of the Korean night sky. Shanghai enjoy that. Ludwigsen helping out back there. More changes. Chuchi Alamidze now. Another who is part of the league team. Has been used sparingly, really, when it's come to the continental competition, the Georgian. Two goals in the league. Alamidze, attacking midfielder, can play anywhere across the midfield. To see where he's going to sort of fit in. Just another target point, really, the way they're filing everything forward. Ulsan HD now. Lee Myung-jae. Here's Ludwigsen. He's been really influential since coming on, the Swede. Ludwigsen does well again. There's the ball across to Ju. Can't quite hold it up, nor lay it off there for Cariello. A lot disappointed at the momentum being taken away from that Ulsan HD attack. It's another good ball in by Ludwigsen once again, and then Yun just piles into Pop there, and the Brazilian's always going to stay down. Korean clubs have 12 wins in Asia's top club competition in its variety of guises down the years. Better than Japan's 8 wins, 7 runners-ups as well. Of course, Ulsan HD have contributed 2 of those victories. I mentioned the 2020 triumph over Persepolis. I mean, since winning that crown, been semi-finalists twice, including last season. Ulsan HD, which is why their low level in this year's competition has so surprising, an extra reason why it's so surprising. All could still not yet be lost in this year's, though, if they can get an equalising goal and maybe something else. It's looking like it might have opened up again there. Ludwigsson, the pick of the substitutes. He's been at the heart of everything direct that they've threatened to Shanghai Port since he came on. Another of the 30-something crew, second year. Like Dejan Bojanic, formerly of Hammarby. This is where Shanghai Port don't really have the impetus to push on, try and get the third goal. Vargas in a little bit of space there. He had players ahead of him. A rather lazy pass forward. There goes Cariello. No. Not on the same wavelength with his attacking colleagues there. Frustrating. Goodness me, if Shanghai Port can see this out. So the last 10 minutes of the 90 now, it would be a bruising and hard-fought win. Here's Gustavo. And the way the match is petered out for Shanghai Port in an attacking sense. I'd rather a thankless task to just try and hold the ball up there, the Brazilian. Hasn't he, really? Priority has not been to attack. Certainly is for Ulsan HD. Mansion Shout with a header there. It was a good header. And Pop and Oscar. Play the defensive lines. The visitors. And this is where they just need to be a little bit cute. They're backing off. Vargas! Oh, a ridiculous finish by Matthias Vargas. Hat-trick goal, and what a way to secure the treble. In the midst of all their attacking pressure, Ulsan HD have been hit hard by a howitzer. They backed off, they thought, what's the worst that can happen? The answer, that is the worst that can happen. What a finish from Matthias Vargas. A stunning hat-trick here in AFC Champions League Elite. Magnificent hit. And he's absolutely spent the absence of celebration there. Relief more than anything. That is such a clinical finish. In equal parts, deadly and spectacular. And then Gustavo plays it through for Pop. And Ulsan HD in danger of being cut apart here. And Pop wants a slice of the glory. Can't find the top corner, as his South American colleague did just moments before. One of the goals of the season in AFC Champions League Elite, no question. The way no one went out to deal with the threat as Vargas ran with purpose forward at them. Always going to be punished at this level. There's Jew. P-roller. Well, it's a heck of a way to see a match out when you're down to 10 men. They've ridden all sorts of luck in the second half. Ulsan HD will point they have to be honest about it. I'll point to some really poor finishing. So strange, really. AFC Champions League semi-finalists last season, dominated the Korean League, wrapped up a third title, but when it's come to the Continental Challenge again, they have been found wanting, and pretty much on the verge of elimination too. Still with 5 minutes to go, Ludvigsson looks to pull another one back. Instead, pulls the shot wide. Scored 13 goals in his 2 years in Korea as Gustav Ludvigsson, 7 in the league this season. Scored in the Champions League last year as well. He played both legs of that semi-final. Defeat ultimately to Yokohama F. Marinos. They actually won the first leg of the semi back in April here. Then they lost the match at the Nissan Stadium 3-2. Were beaten on penalties ultimately. That close to last year's final. A not dissimilar team. It's all gone wrong here on. Sometimes teams just have a moment, don't they? Remember, were Reds won it in 2023, middle of 2023. By the end of that year, they were knocked out of the group stage a year ago. Highly competitive, top-tier continental tournament in Asia again this year. There's Ludvigsson. It's another good cross. It's another really strong defensive header. I mean, Wei Shen has been bundled to the ground as he tried to get ahead of Yogo Cariello there to clear, and clear he did, whilst in the act of being fouled. It's been excellent for Shanghai Port tonight. We saw in the second half of that Kawasaki Frontale match what they can do. It's going to be a second win in the group for Kevin Muscat's team, a first on the road after back-to-back defeats. Goes Arabidze. Nice idea. Struggle with the execution. Arabidze, target man again, wide right, 3 in the box here. Esaka, back for Arabidze. Bojanic is short. It wasn't really the pass to play. The match, boys, as it is, and in the current circumstances. Second ball at least, though, for Ulsan HD. Ju. Surrounded, smothered, and then the ball finds the really quick Vargas. We've had a fair share of spectacular moments tonight, but that was not another. Arabidze. The ball is cleared. And they're just found wanting defensively. Gustavo, run it clear. They're going to hit the 90 minutes. And Shanghai just have to be clever and cute and see it out. And in parts their performance has been that tonight, but they have been helped no end by the ineptitude of Ulsan HD's, well, both defending in the first half and attacking in the second. 4 extra minutes to survive. Ulsan HD, 3-time defending winners. They were runners-up the 3 years straight before that. 5 titles all in Korea, 10 runners-ups, level with Pohang Steelers. But you would not guess that kind of heritage surrounding this club. The way they have performed in the Champions League Elite. Can't even be blamed necessarily on the new format. 5 matches in, you expect to be winning once or twice, but it just hasn't happened for Kim Pang-gon's team. Instead, it's Kevin Muscat and his Shanghai side who will attack the remaining fixtures in this section with considerable confidence and gusto. Arabidze, at least stinging the palms there. For Yan Junling, set to be denied a consolation goal right at the end there. Nicely worked move, and Arabidze kept his shot deliberately low and on target. The latest set-piece offering. Drifts over the top. Penny for his thoughts. And the big game's coming thick and fast. The next attempts to try and save their AFC Champions League this season, Champions League season comes next week, but in between, of course, the cup final for Kim Pang-gon against Pohang Steelers this coming weekend. Well, they will look to emulate Shanghai Port, who've just completed the Chinese double. A bit more youth in that team, I suspect, as Oscar runs the ball on and then gives it to Pop. Vargas forward. So HD will say he's done enough damage already. Matchday 6 next week. Shanghai Port at home against Korean opposition again in Gwangju. Ulsan HD against Shanghai opposition again in Shanghai Shenhua, but it's away in China. Step over from Lee Myung-jae, and the cutback as well. Lee's still there, it's Ludwigsson. He slotted it across, and it's over from his compatriot Bojanic, and that is that in the battle of the port cities between Ulsan and Shanghai. It's Kevin Muscat's visitors from China that leave with the precious cargo of AFC, the Champions League Elite points, thanks to a devastating hat-trick from their Argentine hero Matias Vargas. The third goal in particular worthy of the great man, the great other number 10 from that nation, Maradona himself. Ulsan HD shot themselves in the foot in the first half with defensive errors galore. That's where the damage was done, really. And although Ju Min-kyu did get a consolation in the second half, Ulsan HD's first goal in AFC Champions League Elite this season, that's all it was. The story will be about that man there and that crazy good hat-trick goal which sealed the deal in the second half. Shanghai Port move up the AFC Champions League Elite table. Ulsan HD stay rock bottom, played 5, lost 5 for them, almost out. And we'll have to bring a little cheer with an FA Cup final win at the weekend. That will be the aim at the end of this week now. But it's been a fine few days for Shanghai Port. They've just won the league, the FA Cup, and have got crucial AFC Champions League Elite points here in Korea tonight. Final score, Ulsan HD 1, Shanghai Port 3.